Um, in the Nvidia earnings, a little grainy here.
Okay.
So we have, each quarter kind of moving along. This last quarter, they popped up nearly 20%, right?
Okay.
So it was like a 5% growth in revenue.
Yeah.
And then they have a nearly 20% growth in revenue from 47 billion to 57 billion. So more revenue than Meta. And then they're projecting 65 plus or minus 2%.
Yeah.
So then another possible 20% move, and it'd be nearly a 50% move over 2 quarters. Going from 47 billion up to 65 is, almost a 50% move. And it could be if they hit the high end, which they usually are under promising,
Mhm.
that they could hit the 50% promise over 2 quarters.
Mm.
So it's just everything's good for AI. Profits are coming, the growth is there. It's all working.
All right. Yeah. So, and then for those of you who want more of that, Jeff Lutz and I will even talk about some of the use cases that maybe people aren't even paying attention to in the show coming up later tonight. Brian, so NVIDIA popped. And I'd actually asked Grok the other day, and Grok says, well, 6 of the last 7 times that NVIDIA beat, it went down.
Mhm.
And then Nick Gibbs last night says, well, yeah, that may be true, but they didn't always go in and on a negative print with regard to the stock. So this time the stock was down. It's been down, what, about 15%, I think, from its all-time high. And so last time I checked, it was up about 4% after hours. What do you think happens next with NVIDIA? Is this going to be the beginning of a run? Are they going to have to, is NVIDIA going to have to wait for the market to start heading towards 7,100 if Tom Lee is right? Or some of both?
Well, they raised guidance, right? That whole like we're going to do another 15-20% move
Right.
is what they're saying for next quarter. And then based on the Gavin Baker analysis, is that they're going to keep winning, and 2026 looks like a great year for them, where they'll just be making more of these B300s. I guess they're definitely, I think, positive for the next 2 quarters. Then the question is, do they hit Rubin on time,
Ah,
right?
okay.
So if they hit Rubin on time or early or something, and the ramp goes smooth, right? Then that would continue the run. If there's some kind of like um, problem, like shifting over to Rubin, then that would be bad. Like it's the same thing that they had with the B200. If it was bumpy or late on B200, I'm expecting it in beginning of Q3, and then it's okay, it's going to be Q4, going to be Q1. Then that would mean there'll be that pause mode where things didn't happen.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So, NVIDIA, I follow it. I look at it every single day, sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day. I don't own any of it, have no plans to own any of it. But if I were going to guess, I would say that um, it's going to go up.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I agree.
I think it's pretty
Well,
sure.
the main point is that the scaling laws still hold. If
Yes.
scaling laws still hold, that means you need more of those NVIDIA chips.
Right. Yes. So, yeah. All right, let's talk about what happened today in trading.
Mhm.
Tesla followed the market around like a little puppy dog, and then as soon as Nvidia popped, it popped. Not nearly as much, not as a high percentage, but it popped in the after hours. What do you think? What do you think? Is this going to be enough to get the market back in gear? Yeah, again, Tom Lee and Kathy Wood both think we're going to, all-time highs on the S&P before the end of the year. Of course, both of them also think we're going to 5 million on Bitcoin or something like that. I don't know. No, I think
Mhm.
Kathy lowered her number on Bitcoin. And I'm not sure if Tom Lee, I don't know, he was on a show that I didn't watch it because it was only on Bitcoin.
Mhm.
I think he still thinks Bitcoin is going to have a really big pop before the end of the year, but we'll see. What do you think?
Um, one problem for the market, I guess, is that the odds of the rate cut are dropping, continue to drop.
Right.
Not impossible, but I think down to 35, 40%, which is not great for Christmas rally. I think that the chance of a rally are good. I think that the Nvidia results being good. If Tesla does deliver in robotaxi, that would help that side of the market kind of thing. Google's doing great. So I think there's, because Google was kind of, underperforming, under-delivering for a while. So now they can do some catch up. So, they're a major part of the S&P 500. I think that the overall AI story being attacked, and all the other major AI stocks were up like 2% on the move. So if now we're positive again, it doesn't seem like any kind of crash is going to happen. This was a 5% pullback, so it was a correction.
Yeah.
So now we can go back up again. I think going back up is like.
The future is here. The singularity is coming. Grab your copy today, available now on Amazon in Kindle, print, or Audible. Unlock the future one page at a time. What will you build tomorrow?